let us understand how charging happens by conduction. So as we can see here, before charging happens, we bring a rubber rod that is negatively charged near a sphere. This sphere is made up of conducting material. That means electrons are easily going to flow from and to this sphere. Currently, the electrons are being pushed away because of being repelled by the incoming rubber rod that has excess electrons. And hence, effectively, the left hand side portion of this sphere is effectively positively charged, and the right hand side portion of this sphere is effectively negatively charged. Now, when contact happens, what do we see? Some of the electrons from the rubber enter the sphere, and hence they neutralize the positive charge that was present in this region. So, some of the electrons are going to enter the sphere and nullify the positive charge over here. Okay, so here this region is now neutral, and some of the electrons from the rubber have been lost to the sphere, or they have transferred to the sphere. Now when we break contact again, we can now see that the rubber has less number of electrons present in it, and effectively speaking, the electrons that were towards the right hand side region of the sphere now get uniformly distributed. Here we have to assume that this rubber is far away and there is no induction effect and there is no repelling effect of this particular rubber on the sphere, and hence after the rubber loses contact with the sphere, what effectively happens is the remainder of the electrons on the sphere get uniformly distributed, and because of that the sphere is now effectively negatively charged. Remember that the sphere was neutral earlier, so in this case the sphere is neutral. And finally, we are left with the sphere that is effectively negatively charged. So what does that imply? That implies that we were able to conduct electrons from the rubber onto the sphere. That means we transferred the electrons from the rubber and put them onto the sphere, effectively making the sphere negatively charged, and thus we charged the sphere by conduction. So conduction here implies mainly that there was contact. At this point we can see that there was contact. So because of this contact, this method of charging we are calling as charging by conduction.